Hi, I'm Charlie.
And I'm Cody.
And this week's episode of WX4 features...
Welcome to the show, Pace.
Hey, how's it going, Cody? Thanks for having us.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Austin. I almost called you Steve.
No, it's all good.
The names.
They used to say when we both had long hair at the same time, they used to think we were brothers. And then I grew a beard, and they were like, they no longer think we're brothers.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, that's what we are.
So today we're going to choose a pedal. Charlie, what do we have here?
We have a Dan Electro pedal, brown sound in a can, an old vintage phaser, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
That's an
full tone?
overdrive. It's
the
full
dual
drive.
overdrive.
Yeah,
Bean.
it's an overdrive.
And then a kind of a traditional trim pedal on the end by a little cheap company.
Who's choosing this thing?
I'll choose. Do I just pick the pedal up?
Pick the pedal.
All right.
And
What is that? What is it
The
called?
question fell off, but let's see.
We'll get these out of here.
Let's see. What is your favorite place to play, write, rehearse as a band?
A lot
You
of
choose the
options
verb.
there.
Like,
Yeah.
what's our favorite place to play? Oh,
So, I mean, without a doubt, for us, our favorite place to play is the Georgia Theater, hands
Yeah.
down. Promotional. No, we've been very fortunate to have been being able to open there so many times. And, I mean, we've opened for people like Papadozio and Spafford and Twiddle and, you know,
Kitchen,
yeah,
Tins,
exactly.
really?
Yeah, Main
Consider
Squeeze.
Source.
Yeah, we've really gotten to, I mean, it's like family there. I work there as well. So it really is just like a family thing for us. And it's, I mean, the sound is, you just can't beat it. That room, that sound. We were just
the
both
lights
at,
are great. God,
Yeah.
the lights are great.
we were both at the Punch Brothers last night, and we were just geeking out over how incredible their set was. And the room size, it's like you're getting such an incredibly quality act in like a really conveniently sized room. You know, like it really is. Like every spot is a good spot. So definitely that. As far as rehearse, just his house.
Okay, that's where y'all do it.
That's where we rehearse. Yeah.
But do y'all even have to rehearse much since y'all are such road dogs?
We probably wish we could rehearse more.
So
Honestly,
we got to a point, I don't know, a year and a half ago where we were almost not rehearsing
Yeah,
because
'cause
we
you're
were
just-
working and gigging so much.
Mm-hmm.
But we've scaled back the gigging just a little bit, and we've been able to meet twice a week, like most weeks.
Yeah.
And that has just been awesome. We've been writing so much more music. And
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
just
and
sounds so much better.
just like taking, you know, some time to make sure, you know, like we all have like other side jobs and shit to, you know, make this happen, you know, make this gig
Right.
work. And yeah, it's just taking time to make sure that we have those official days off, like Mondays and Wednesdays, that we're getting together.
All right, so y'all are touring around. But y'all found time to make this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we actually recorded that before we were doing a whole lot of touring. Which
Yeah.
is why we
Okay, when
haven't.
was this put out
So
then?
that came out in May of 2016.
Listen to
Okay,
them.
not that
It's
long
called
ago.
Atoms and Void.
Okay, what about in the works? You got any other things in the
Yeah,
works?
so we've been recording another record.
And that one would be like, if it's release time, it'd be like...
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the first single should come out next month.
Okay.
And then we'll be dropping new music every 6 to 8 weeks until it comes out this fall.
Yeah.
And where do y'all record?
We've recorded all over the place.
Okay.
This one we recorded at Prana Studio in Lilburn, Georgia, which is owned by Will Clark, the drummer of Funk You.
Okay.
And that's also where we recorded the drums and bass for this second record.
Okay.
But we've been tracking everything else at two different studios. At this one in Ackworth called Eminent Studio, and at a studio in Atlanta that our friend just built called Stanwood Studios.
Okay.
And all three of those studios are great.
They're all great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
Isn't that
really great
great?
quality. Yeah.
And we've also recorded in Athens. We recorded some stuff at 1093 that never saw the light of day. But that room's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it is an incredible room. I love that place.
We're really excited about this new album, though. It's gonna be,
Do you
it's
have
gonna
a
be really
name
great.
for it or anything?
Not just yet. Yeah.
Not even sure which. We recorded 11 songs, so
Yeah.
we're trying to.
We have to narrow it down.
7
a
or
bit.
8
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way you want to
Mm-hmm.
do it. So Universal Sigh, when did that form? Because I remember years ago, like when I first met
We met
you,
through Wilmot Green.
yeah, and Tom and Newt and everybody.
Totally, yeah.
I remember you had said like, I want to start something. I don't know what I want to start, but I want to start my own band, and you know, I'm guessing this is what you ended up with. but-
More or less, although ironically, I didn't start the band.
Okay.
Steve and Jones, the two that aren't here, So Jones is my younger brother, and
Okay.
Steve and Jones and I all went to
Oh
high
my
school.
God.
Yeah.
We have ended
Yeah.
up with so many
Yeah.
bands of brothers.
Which is
love family
also
bands.
it's also funny because like I was saying earlier, it's like they thought Steve and I were brothers. Like, no, we're not. But these two are the actual
Wow.
Jones and Pace are the actual brothers.
Okay. Wow.
That is so.
So you were
wonderful.
saying?
Oh yeah, so they started the band in high school in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I was a freshman at UGA.
Uh-huh.
And then I came home for winter break and played a gig that they had booked. That was their first gig.
Yeah.
And then we had a different bass player at the time. And about a year later or so, fall 2012, Austin joined the band. And Austin and I met through the music business program at UGA.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, no, it was cool too because for me personally, I had a band for the first 2 years at Georgia at UGA called Street Rhythm and Rhyme. That was formed with Sam Birchfield, and who's now killing his own solo act thing. He's doing really well,
Yeah, Sam's
and our friend Vince. And so after about 2 years with that, I decided that I wanted to move into a more a different, diverse project that was focused more on like jams and not just like really, really well tight knit written songs, which was more of Sam's thing. And so. Yeah, no, I mean, still really good friends with them and love to see his success right now. But it just so happened right after that, I spent a summer with not having, like playing
We'll
with a
send
couple
them our
people,
way.
but yeah.
for sure.
Have been playing with a couple people and hadn't had anything really stick. And I was feeling like, oh man, I don't know, I got to find my next thing. And then, yeah, I just met Pace. And it was funny too. It just
Man
we
in
were,
class or
but,
something?
well, no, they had at the beginning of the semester they had a little like mixer meet and greet at
Yeah.
the 40 watt. So like you kind of get to know your classmates.
And it works.
And so I rolled up there
did
like
work.
a little late. I forgot it was happening. I was like, oh crap, I got to get up there. So I like ran up from my my house because I lived pretty close by, and I was just talking to other people, and this guy had a mission. He was walking around with little burned CDs, be like, I have a band and I need a bass player. Who's a bass player? And like he went around to every little circle of groups of people that were talking. And I was like, well, I'm a bass player, and that's how it started with me.
Y'all took
awesome
classes from
bass
David.
Oh yeah, David's
Yeah.
been a great mentor.
I did a record there
hugely.
once.
Yeah, at Chase Park.
2006.
Nice.
On tape.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that room is incredible too.
Yeah, it's a good place.
So how do you guys end up writing music? Who's the main songwriter, or is there a main songwriter?
So it's kind of been a little bit more varied recently. So I feel like there was a pocket there for like maybe like a year where Steve was writing the majority of the songs. And he's
Keyboard
constantly
player,
writing.
guitar
Yeah, he's constantly writing. But Pace has written some great new tunes recently. I have a few that and like these are all going on that new album and stuff. So I feel like we've all been a little bit more engaged in the writing process, but it is nice to have a Steve that will just nonstop be writing music, because I'm not like, I write music, but I'm also not, it's not going to be every day.
Right.
It's not,
Yeah.
I can't seem to chunk it out like that. And Steve seems to, like, every time I see him, he's like, I got this new thing.
Yeah, and it's
So-
it's varied because Steve has lots of musical ideas. I have lots of lyrical ideas. Some of us are better at like finishing songs. You can always come up with like really cool ideas, and then a lot of
Yeah.
times we'll flesh them out all together.
Yeah, I usually have to bring them to the band to get them finished out, because I kind of usually will hit a roadblock where like, I need somebody to write a bridge to this.
That's
Like,
why you have Steve.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you finish.
But we
Yeah.
honestly have just so much material that we've like been like, hey, check this out. Hey, check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so it'll just sit there for a really long time. Like one of the new songs that I wrote that we're doing, I've had it done for a while.
Yeah.
We just literally
It's
never
okay.
had a day that was like,
hash
we
it
have nothing
out.
to do today. Let's
Yeah.
try this new song.
Yeah.
It'll come.
Yeah.
Where can they find you on social media? What are your handles and stuff?
We're on all of it. They're
All
all
of it.
/Universal Sigh or /Universal Sigh.
yeah,
Music.
right. Just open up the
If
portfolio.
you use Google,
Just
you can
Google
find
it.
us for sure.
The past 4 people
Yeah.
have just said, just Google it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, but no,
I mean, but
we-
like Facebook, Twitter, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and Instagram especially are the ones we really like using.
Yeah, I mean,
So
the
yeah,
most
those are all.
names.
Yeah, and then I mean we're on Spotify and stuff, and
so
what every band nowadays has to do.
we
Well,
have
you were saying you had a lot of shows.
yeah, we have like
somewhere.
several dozen
one mustache here that's killing
live
me.
shows
Okay.
that are all on archive.org, and the higher quality audio ones are on Bandcamp.
Okay.
And they're all free, streamable.
Bandcamp?
Yeah, right.
Well, before we close it out, is there anything that you guys want to say about your song Sunday Painters?
It's great. It's a great song. You should listen to it.
It really is a great
It's
song.
a great song.
Fun fact: the studio version was recorded this past Sunday.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, so where did
That
y'all
is
do
true.
that?
That was all that tracking was done at Stanwood Studios in Kirkwood in Atlanta.
I was singing for like 6 hours straight.
Well, when y'all came in and played it, like I said earlier, like halfway through the first take, I looked at everybody and I was like, "This is the song they've been playing all weekend."
Yeah.
long. Like,
Yeah.
it was locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Tommy Uribe, who is our producer
Okay.
and plays in a band in Atlanta called Kilroy Cobra.
Yeah.
I've heard that. For
He's
sure.
he is awesome.
He
you guys should
is-
definitely get him in here. He's
Send
been
him
making a
our way,
world
yeah.
of difference in the studio.
Yeah,
for
he
us.
has really
Tell
been
him
a
about it,
huge,
and then-
big importance I mean, just not only just like professionalism, but just like having like he has a really good input for a lot of things and like ideas for what we want to do with songs, and it's just it's so helpful to have somebody that's that like knowledgeable to just give you some direction too.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Awesome. Well, Pace.
Thanks so much for having us.
Austin.
yep. Thanks again.
Thank you so
We
much for
appreciate
coming
it,
out.
y'all. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for watching. Up next is their performance of Sunday Painters, but also go to our YouTube page, the Just the Music playlist. They've got 2 more songs. Next week, same place, same time.
Woo.
Well, we are waiting on a yellow car, just still inside. For some reason I can't find as I look outside through these weary eyes. It was clear that the path should feel. I could see the lights approaching beneath the southern sky. And just this time, I won't let them pass on by. As I flag it down, it opened with no sound and took my hand. Then I heard them say, second verse, twice as jaded as the first, drifting from the borderline of a thought deep from my mind. Only time will tell if this thought will spell out a message true for someone new. There's an sometimes